Aloha beautiful humans, Ruby B here. This reading will be for the month of June. Immediately starting off the month just from an astrological perspective, we have a full moon in Sagittarius in Gemini season. So right away, a lot of fire and air energy to kick off the month, plus the full moon energy. Shortly after that, Venus enters Leo. And then a couple weeks later, Saturn goes retrograde, and then we leave Gemini season and go into Cancer season with summer solstice on the 21st. So it's a very astrologically potent month with a lot of happenings, and let's see what the reading has in store for June, given those energies. I just want to clear the space first. And we'll do this elixir of essential oils. Okay. All right, that feels good. Let's get started. So Fortune's Wheel, Luck and Right Timing, and Horseman, the Herald of Change. Yeah, so a lot of change in June. A lot of quick, fiery change for the better, it looks like. It's kind of like the Knight of Wands type energy. Eyes of the Eagle, rising above the fray. Yeah, so remembering the bigger picture through these changes in June, trying to rise above any out of balance, fiery emotions or energies. All right, for June, for the collective. Repairing the veil, forgiveness. Wow. Okay, so this is in the recent past. So a lot of you may be working on forgiveness. That's a big theme in the recent past. And overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Interesting. Yeah, there is a lot of water overflowing in this card, and there's a lot of green. So I'm feeling like a heart chakra expansion just happened recently in the past, and particularly this was surrounding forgiveness, and repairing certain things that had seemingly come apart in your life. It definitely feels like a very healing type energy in the recent past that's coming through. Almost like if there was an open wound and it was sutured closed so that the healing process can begin, when previously it had just been like an open wound. That's what I'm seeing here. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, so beautiful and caging with the heart. So I do believe that there was a big heart chakra upgrade for the collective recently. This brought in new energies of forgiveness and healing about things that happened in the past. And there's just kind of this love, this outpouring of love that has been occurring. Also, what I'm seeing is if you're having trouble seeing that, it's there, and you just have to look at things from a different perspective. Yeah, from a more royal or noble standpoint, in the sense of your roots. And I don't mean earthly roots. I mean like your galactic DNA roots. Yeah, healing the heart. So that's exactly what I was just saying. That's definitely a huge message coming through. It looks like there's some archangel energy coming through to assist with this, but definitely heart chakra is the focus. And I'm seeing feathers a lot here in this card, and in the overall energy, birds of a feather. So this does have to do with relationships or people in your group around you. This has to do with interpersonal relationships, basically. And it is about getting on the same page in terms of the healing process. And if it's not getting on the same page, it's understanding and respecting that you're on different pages, and that's okay. But again, it's that nobility and royalty, which is or maintaining that nobility and royalty, which is respect for others and their viewpoints, right? But also rising above any lower vibrations that may be actually stored within you or around you, and healing the interpersonal relationships surrounding that. Definitely focusing on forgiveness and love in the recent past. Let's keep going. Yeah, this is shine from within. So this is to open up more energy space or more capacity within yourself to hold more of that energy. So looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. So forgiveness and love look really good on you is what this is saying. It opens up your capacity for more of this when you start practicing this. For the collective for June. What does the collective need to know? Okay. Manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. So we're always manifesting, right? In the words of Bashar. Whatever our current energy that we are embodying is what we are manifesting back to us. So what this is telling me is that it's very important to manifest from a clear and pure, noble space from the heart. Okay, this is a clear message for June. This is very important because it's actually going to repair certain facets. How can I say this? It's going to repair certain wounds from the past that that is already happening, but there are particular manifestations that you're working on that are being affected from that. So it kind of goes together in that way, is what I'm saying. Divination. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Interesting. How I'm seeing this is with this recent upgrade is that there may be this going deeper within your spiritual path. You may be opening up to using more divination tools, whether that be candle work, cards, crystals, working with fire, etc. Or even just going out in nature and having little ceremonies with yourself or others. It definitely could be with others here, that is indicated. But this is also allowing your heart chakra to expand more. And increasing your manifestation abilities is what this is saying. And when that happens, this opening for this old wound repair is coming in. And that's, forgiveness is like the catalyst for that. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, wow. Okay, so Archangel Raphael, 4th chakra with the heart chakra and cornucopia. So this is where the abundance is. When you're manifesting from this pure heart chakra space, this is what will be returned to you tenfold. This major theme for June. I think this actually came up in one of the last readings that I did but it's very, very strong in this reading, so that energy is still very present for June. Also, what I'm seeing here in the overall energy is when you are with other people and you are like doing divination or ceremonies, or even just talking about personal growth or your spiritual path, whatever it may be, like personal development, make sure that what you're speaking is coming from a good place, and because it's a very powerful time, especially when you're with other powerful people. It only amplifies the energy. So watch what you're talking about with other people, watch what you're saying, because you are manifesting while you're doing this. So if you're, speaking negatively about others, or if there's any type of subtle manipulation or deceit, and sometimes that's not even knowing, right, that that's occurring. It can be very subtle. Just make sure that just be very aware of that, because you are actually manifesting from that place, and it will be returned back to you, whatever is pouring out. Okay. Yeah, so make sure it's from a place of love. All right, Spirit, for the collective for June. Yeah, because that one didn't flip, so I didn't pull it, but that one said deceit. So sometimes we can be deceitful even if we're not fully conscious that we are. So really pay attention to, are your actions and words in alignment with how you speak about yourself, how you speak about others, how you speak when you're in a group. Make sure it's from a place of love, because this is a very powerful time for that to be returned back to you. For June. Yeah, so indecision. So there's a couple paths that you're looking at here. Let's see if we can get more on that. The obvious answer is to follow your heart. Again, Archangel Raphael came up with the fourth chakra, the heart chakra. I mean, that's represented so much in this reading, I can't even tell you. So if there's this message of forgiveness that is coming to you to heal this interpersonal relationship wound from the past, Spirit is saying the way to do this is to allow the forgiveness in the heart chakra, because this may not doing this, not allowing that forgiveness to seed within the heart chakra for this particular whatever this scenario may be for you, is preventing you from moving forward with an important decision in your life. And you may not be able to see the path clearly. That is your true path. So it is kind of blocking your own manifestation from you if you're not letting this forgiveness that wants to come in to the heart chakra in. Alternatively, if you have, like, look, I've healed that wound, I have let forgiveness in for myself and whoever was involved, and I'm working on this outpouring of just being love and embodying love and manifesting from that, I see many paths opening up for you. And right now you're kind of like, which way is true, is my authentic true choice. Okay. Spirit's saying there are tools that you can use to help assist you with this decision if you can't see the best path for you yet. It doesn't, on one hand, it seems like there may be someone who watches this that they're blocking their own manifestations by not letting forgiveness in. On the other hand, it could be that you've manifested from this place of love and many options are opening up for you. And you're kind of like, which direction do I take? They all look good. So there is no wrong choice. But choose the direction that when you think of it, it feels like this outpouring from your heart chakra. You can feel, because when I'm thinking about this, or when I'm reading this energy, what it feels like is there are multiple paths open, and then when I get to one, it expands the heart chakra a little bit. So that's how you'll know. That's how you'll know, and that's how you'll deal with this energy. It is subtle, but you can feel it. So it may be something to do during like a quiet meditation session by yourself, actually envisioning yourself going down that path, and then the next path and the next path, because it feels like there's 3 when I'm reading this, even though there's only 2 shown here. So alternatively, there may even be another option that you're not aware of, okay? Like on the surface, there may be 2 really good paths that appear open in front of you, but I'm here to tell you there's another option that maybe you're not aware of yet, and to explore that option too. And so when you're comparing those, pay attention to the energy that is occurring within your body, and when you feel that subtle, your heart chakra just kind of opens a little bit, opens up to that path. That's how you'll know. And it has to do with other people on that path too. So maybe even when you're doing this envision those people on the path as well, and encountering them, and see what response your body has when you encounter them on that path, and etc. for the other paths too. And also you can call on Archangel Raphael to assist you when you're doing this, to explore the options and see which one is best for you. That's a very clear message here in the overall energy too, that he's literally waiting on the sidelines ready to help you with your divination to explore these different paths that you want to know what steps to take next. Yeah, your hard work is paying off. So I feel like for more people, it's going to be the message that you have manifested these multiple paths from a pure space, now that you've done a lot of forgiveness and healing work, and now your hard work is paying off, and you have multiple good paths to choose from. But there is one that is better than the others, and Archangel Raphael wants to help you with those. Yeah, believe in the impossible. So I feel like it's one, there may be like a third path that you maybe even put out of your mind. You're like, no, that I could never do that, or that would never happen, or something like that. But that is not the case. That is not the case. So make sure you consider that in your decision. All right, for the collective for June, what do we need to know? Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, a lot of healing energy coming through in June. This does have to do with following your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. This has to do with change. June has to do with change regarding the way that you express your love to others, the way that you conduct your spiritual practices. That will all be expanding and based more from like an altruistic standpoint, is what this is saying. And also this healing process that you went through with forgiveness has allowed you to really settle more into the authentic you, which has assisted with that heart chakra expansion. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So if there's been a decision that you've been holding off making, Spirit is saying that that's not going to be the case for June, and you're going to be nudged in a direction. It's your choice to choose what step to take that direction in. I'm getting the sense that it's not going to be the direction you're thinking now. In the upcoming energy of June, it's like you're actually going to end up doing something a little different than how you had envisioned that you were going to do. What this is also saying is that one of your manifestations has not really turned out the way that you thought it was going to, and it's time to change course a little bit. And that's okay. Spirit is saying that you're supported in this, and to do what you feel is best, and what gives your heart chakra that opening when you envision it. In other words, if you were nervous about shifting course a little bit with one of your manifestations, Spirit's saying don't worry. Also, what this is saying is not to compare your path with others, just a gentle reminder. Because this may be causing a little bit of stagnation on your path when you're comparing, because we're all one, and there's absolutely no way to compare one path to another. They're so completely unique, especially when you take in all the past and future lifetimes and everything else that's occurring in the omniverse in the now. There's no way that you can just take what it looks like on the surface and have an accurate perception of or comparison of two beings. There's just no way. So if that's a habit that you tend to do, this may be keeping you a little stagnant on your path. So just a gentle, very gentle reminder to not compare paths. Okay, let me clarify with tarot. Yeah, so Seven of Swords on the bottom, running away, hidden dishonor, lies. So this may have had to do with the forgiveness aspect from the recent past and what was being repaired. Yeah, Page of Cups, that's definitely what it was. So this may have had to do with an apology for yourself or others. Alright, what's this repairing the veil for the collective for June? Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, social, big-hearted. So again, with the heart chakra, with the green, this may have had to do with a mother figure. I also see divination in this card again. So as you can see, she's using cards. So that's come up twice in this reading, which is really interesting. And then we have the star on the bottom, which is that Aquarius healing energy. Wish, believe, trust, faith, healing. It may have been from someone who criticized you for using divination tools, or judged you for using divination tools, and that may have been some kind of issue in the relationship. It may have been with a family member or a friend, someone who you thought was very nurturing previously. But I also see this as approaching this repairing and forgiveness with an open heart, with a very nurturing, open, loving heart. I mean, it definitely has to do with someone in your social circle, that's for sure. And I see this with this lace here, with this lacing up. I see that as closure. So that's good. And it's kind of really kicked off your path once that heart chakra expanded more. Yeah, and then it's kind of like you had a perspective shift at that point, and what you were manifesting previously, that shifted a little bit. And so Spirit's saying it's okay to change directions. Actually, adjustments are required at this point. And I don't get any like negative energy from this at all. It's like, yes, you're going to change course a little bit, and that's good. These things changed for the better, or this shift changed things for the better. More in alignment with your path. I also see this here as some of these changes, like, you wished for, even though you may not have thought it would come about in this way. You may have even like wished on a star at one point, or seen a shooting star and had an intention at that time, and this is how it's kind of manifesting. So it may not have been like how you envisioned, but this is how it's unfolding in your life. Yeah, 7 of Cups, wishful thinking and options. All right, what's this healing the heart, Spirit? Whoa, okay. Yeah, so 7 of Pentacles and 4 of Swords. It's been a long process for you to heal your heart chakra. It's taken a lot of investing in yourself, a lot of rest, reflection, meditation, a lot of healing, and it's definitely paying off in your life, and you're gonna start seeing that this month for sure, is what this is saying. There's like no doubt about that. That's just like bullseye for the month of June. You're definitely going to start seeing the results of healing this heart chakra. And it was forgiveness was the key. Okay, forgiveness was the key. That's very clear. This 7 of Pentacles, it's saying Saturn energy on this card, and so I'm thinking that when Saturn goes retrograde this month, you're actually going to see, you're going to kind of get a break from this issue that we've been dealing with for so long, this one wound that you were working so long to heal. And with this bud opening up here, you're going to start seeing like the fruits of your labor. But you're going to get a rest from it this month. Like, you're finally going to get like, it's just going to feel like it's lifted. And that's when you're going to start to see it coming back to you in your external environment. Yeah, you're leaving that behind. Whatever it was, 6 of Swords. You may even be traveling, feeling... feeling like you need a trip or something after everything that you just closed out in your life. It's a big deal. That's a big deal right there. Yeah, definitely something that you worked on for a long time that was hurting your heart. All right, what's this manifestation, Spirit? King of Swords, yeah. Be very clear and decisive with what you are manifesting. Manifest from a place of wisdom and knowing, because if not, things are going to get murky. If you're just manifesting from this unclear space, disillusion is what will be returned back to you, and you're not really going to know which path is the best path for you at this time, like your most authentic path. Yeah, it may even help to seek wise counsel from people that you trust around you, just to kind of get like maybe an accurate reading on your surroundings and what just different perspectives about what kind of energy you're emitting from people that you trust and socialize with around you, like a barometer check, just kind of checking in. And I think that will also help, based on what I'm seeing, bring clarity to, or add some direction to where you want to go. Because I do see at times when you're not focused with your intentions on what you want to consciously manifest in your life, that your surroundings can seem a little foggy to you. This is where some of the adjustments are required, being more clear in your manifestations. Because when you're not, and things are manifesting so quickly now, that when you're not, it's creating some indecision in your life, and you're not able to see your best, most authentic path clearly. We have the death card at the bottom. Ending, transformation, change. So how I'm seeing this is there is this major change that wants to happen in your life for your highest good. And it's simply good at getting clear on what you want from your heart space, and that will be shown, that path will be shown to you, like the next step on that path will be shown to you. And it's a little bit change of course from where you thought you were going, and that's okay. That's okay. It's a more balanced path for you personally. Yeah, so just speak your truth to those around you and see if you can get some feedback. I think that will open up some lines of communication within yourself to see what resonates with you in terms of what you really want to create in your life. Because I see this manifestation card with this fairy holding this wand up, and it's almost like she's creating. So that's how I see this. You're kind of like, what do I want to create in my life? What is a wise path for me to choose that most aligns with my heart? Now that I've put this huge issue behind, what do I want to do next? What do I want to create? What's this indecision? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Abundance, discipline, self-reliance. What do I want to create? This is Venus energy, by the way, in the upcoming energy. How I'm also seeing this is, do I want to be single or not? And if anyone watches this that's single, that's how I'm seeing this. Do I want to be single or not? That's not the main focus. That's just a side question. It has to do with one of the paths that you choose in the upcoming energy. But single or not, this card is about basically just rocking your independence, rocking your energy, being in a really high vibrational, independent energy. That's how I see this. And it's actually this energy that you're creating from that allows these paths to open up for you. Also, what this is saying is when you act overly independent and completely non-reliant on others, this also fogs up your path a little bit, or your sense of direction, because then people think that you're so independent that it's hard for them to enter your energetic space, right? If you have so much independence in your aura, or sense of independence in your aura, it's hard for people to connect with that. So that could also be an adjustment in the energy that you're emitting in your aura, because that could be a little confusing for people. Like if you want to team up with others and have this like sense of community, but you're just exuding like self-reliance and over independence. That's like mixed messages, right? Yeah, so the star again at the bottom, Aquarius energy. So working on healing that so that it's more in alignment with where you're trying to go. Yeah, Eight of Swords. That may be a source of anxiety for you. Yeah, like social situations, because we have Three of Cups here. Or maybe even not social situations, but just connecting with a group. Adjustments are required. What is this? Five of Pentacles. Hard times, feeling of lack. Yeah, okay. So again, I feel like there's this one path that you haven't considered in your options because you're like, I don't have enough of this to do that, or if only I had this, then I could do that. Spirit's saying no. Okay, adjust this way of thinking, because that is fogging or clouding your path a little bit. Okay. How I'm seeing this in the upcoming energy of June is that this is actually going to be cleared up a little bit. Like there's some illusion around this, since it's under this moon card. There's some illusion around this that you're not seeing the full picture, and there are energies and abundance and supplies and connections that are available for you that you may not be seeing, and Spirit's saying don't let that affect your decision. Knight of Wands. Yeah. So this is I feel like this is, when I'm holding this feels like the energy for the whole month, and I think I said that in the beginning too. It's just like that quick moving energy, a little impulsive, can be a little reckless or non-committal. So the positive aspects of the Knight of Wands is that it's a very passionate, forward-moving type energy. So if you harness that with the Sagittarius full moon in June, coupled with Venus going into Leo, just starting the month off like that. I mean, harnessing the positive aspects of that energy will kind of carry you through the whole month in a really amazing way. But just be cautious with like the impulsiveness, any hasty decisions, things like that, because the energy does support that. So watch yourself with that. Okay, some good messages for June. Let's see. I just got this deck. I really like it. It's by Indigo Goddess and it's the Midnight Oracle. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so on the bottom we have intuition, hidden knowledge with an owl. So again, that's like that King of Swords type energy, and also what we had from the beginning about seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing things as they are from a very intuitive standpoint, not letting any illusion cloud your decisions, right? And Magic Mirror, public persona, you are the product, sales, social media speaker, and leader. Interesting. I feel like these two cards together, coupled with the other messages that we've been getting here, this has to do with showing yourself very clearly to others. I get the sense that there's some underlying like, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough of this to do this. And that, all you need is yourself, right? All you need is yourself. This is saying you are everything that you need and more. You don't need something external to get going on your path that you've manifested for yourself. Messages for the collective for June. Foresight, seeing into the future. Plan ahead, early retirement, material gains, career arc. Nourish, feed your heart and mind. Right livelihood, best job, giving, satisfied, full life. I feel like this directly has to do with what message I was getting earlier about envisioning, if you have many different options for your paths, envisioning yourself actually going down that path with the people on that path. And doing that for each one. And I'm seeing 3 in particular. And which one nourishes your heart the most, right? That's the one that will satisfy you the most, that will give you that full life, nourishing and feeding your heart and mind. That's the message with these 2 cards. I don't see this as planning ahead and being very micromanaging about your finances in the future. That's not the message I'm getting from this. I'm getting more about your path and how it fulfills you. This is, Spirit is saying, don't worry about the finances. All you need is you. Okay? Yeah, because here we have confidence, walk your talk, bold action, happy at work, meaningful, rich, outgoing. So if you do that practice, Spirit is saying that it's going to be a very rich outcome, even if you feel like you don't have the means for it, even if you're worried about money in the future. Spirit is saying don't worry about that. It's more about the richness and the fulfillment and taking that bold action, not reckless or careless action like the Knight of Wands can sometimes indicate, but confidence, bold action, and harnessing that Knight of Wands energy in a healthy way. All right, let's get one more from this B deck. When flowers bloom, bees come. I love that on the bottom. Yeah, okay. That makes sense, right? With this Five of Pentacles, like even if you may not have the flowers and the bees, if you have the flowers, the bees will come. So it's like you may not have everything that you think that you need for the whole picture, but that part will come later. And Spirit is saying to move confidently in the direction that most resonates with your heart chakra. All right, Spirit, for the collective for June. Mind your own beeswax. So I see this as kind of what I was talking about earlier, like not meddling in other people's issues, and also not talking about other people negatively. That's kind of coming up again, like mind your own beeswax. And life is the flower, love is the honey. Yeah, so love is a huge, huge theme for June. And just basically how I see this, a repeated message or a repeated theme for this reading is work on cultivating your own garden. The bees will come. Literally, as you guys probably saw from my video, I had a swarm of bees on my front door, and I'm building a hive, and I'm going to have to charm them into the hive, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. But I thought that was pretty magical, the bees just literally showing up on my front door. But this is how Spirit works, right, in mysterious ways. So a lot of love coming up for June. Work on cultivating your own garden, staying out of other people's business, and making some minor adjustments on your path, and that's okay. You're supported by your spirit guides. Archangel Raphael in particular showed up in the reading today, and great job on working on closing out a big wound from the past by allowing that forgiveness into your heart chakra. And I will talk to you next time. I hope you have a wonderful month, and namaste.